Are we ready?
Yep, we're ready.
Okay. Delson, from the moment we met, after several FaceTime calls and endless text conversations, I knew my life would never be the same because you were someone special.
To make it in any long distance relationship, you have got to have a strong foundation of communication, right? You can't just coexist in a long distance relationship. You actually have to talk to each other. And to start off long distance, having not ever met, you are forging those skills in the fire. And I will tell you all, having been around these two for a bit, it shows. The way that you communicate is awesome.
Megan, a few months before I met you, told many people that I couldn't imagine being with one person for the rest of my life. It was no brainer when we finally met in person that I was going to spend the rest of my life finding ways to make you smile. You've turned me into a better man, friend, sibling, and overall, more of a Christian.
I would like to think I don't need an introduction because in my head, Megan shares all these riveting stories about her hip younger sister. But in case you're here because you know Delson, my name is Emily. I'm one of Megan's sisters. If you were to ask me a year ago what we would be doing a year from now, I wouldn't have thought it would be a beautiful wedding celebrating the love between Megan and Delson. In fact, it was only a year ago that I was being introduced to Delson. So what I'd like for us all to do right now is imagine what we would all be doing if Megan and Delson hadn't met. So let's say it's July 18th, 2025. If Megan and Delson had never met, we'd all be in the midst of our summer plans. I'd like to think Megan would either be at the lake with us, maybe at a Mariners game in Washington. Maybe she'd be on one of her many awesome travels abroad or on a walk with her dog, May. And what would Delson be doing? Well, in this scenario, I have no idea who Delson is, but he'd probably be in Fargo. I'd like to think he'd be cutting someone's hair, at a wrestling match, or taking another new career adventure. And while all these things sound good and fun, it wouldn't quite be right. Megan and Delson would be going about their separate lives with a small missing piece inside of both of them. And it really does just go to show that life can be awesome and great. You might think that there's nothing missing and you have it all figured out. But without that other special person, it would just be a little less fun.
Today, I vow to choose you every day with intention, gratitude, and curiosity, to be by your side through all of life's seasons. The highs, the lows, the exciting, the scary, the sad, the good.
There were moments in my life when I prayed to find a wife, but God knew I was still stuck in my old ways. Why would He give something I wasn't ready for at that time? All I have to do is look at you to know that God has been working in my life all along.
I vow to love you more every day than the day before, and to love you not only when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. Of all the adventures I've had in this life, this love is my favorite journey and my greatest treasure.
We've heard in popular culture that people who function at a high level often have an underlying why. So when things get hard, they don't quit. You're my why, and May, of course. I will do everything I can to cherish you and never forget that in life you can find success, make a lot of money, but none of that matters because at the end, it's about love.
Oh, no way. So good.
Thank you.
That looks hot. Dang.
Oh, Megs, time to talk about you, my dear. What a journey we've had. We were so excited when you were born. Both Michelle and I, when you were born, had come off probably the worst 18 months of our life. Prior to having Megan, my wife was pregnant with our son, John David. Then we ended up losing him in childbirth. Tremendously tough time. We were sad, we were angry, we questioned God. We're like, what? Why is this happening to us? What's going on? Are we ever going to be parents? We both wanted to be parents in the worst way. You don't know it. You were just a baby, but you gave us so much just by the fact that we could bring you home.
Oh, baby girl. Oh, it looks so beautiful.
But, you know, Megs, I love how you enjoy life's experiences. I think the work you do as a teacher is so inspiring. I mean, you put your heart and your soul into your littles. And not only that, but you draw attention to social injustice. And then you give special attention to those most in need. And then also, when I had a chance to go to Africa with you last summer, again, what a tremendous experience. The part I loved the most was going here and watching her teach those African kids. She showed up the first day to a school she hadn't been to for a while, and the whole school came out and mobbed her in the courtyard. And we were all crying. Again, it was just such a powerful, impactful moment.
Oh, how perfect. How perfect.
Put out the light.
Oh, for sure. It'll be high on the mantle, my dear.
Look at you.
Both you and Delson actively work to positively impact other people's lives, make the world a better place. And we know we need that. But I think together you guys are going to be a super couple. I really do. I think you guys are going to move mountains.
Every desire is now satisfied here in your love.
Communication is what makes or breaks relationships. You can have all the disagreements in the world, but as long as you know how to talk through them, stay connected, you can actually grow deeper in intimacy through conflicts and disagreements. And so it's no wonder to me why we are all here today. The two of you are not afraid to be vulnerable with each other. You are not afraid to be honest even when it's hard. You don't avoid uncomfortable conversations. You tackle them head on, and you treat one another with respect at all times. And if you'd like to see how healthy relationships work and healthy couples talk to each other, spend some time with these two. You've only known each other for a couple of years, but long distance years are kind of like dog years. And in long distance years, you've been together for a decade.
I want to tell you guys a quick little story. So, my dad, Xavier, he's a great man character, a man of low words, and I just remember this advice for years. But he told me that in life you can have all the degrees, all the money in your bank account, you find all the success, but that means nothing if you don't have God in your life. And I say that, and what God means to me is love. And I'm looking out right now, and I see love. This is a blessing.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, thanks, Mom. Thank you.
I've spoken at many weddings before, and I'll be honest with you guys, it was a little bit difficult to know what I wanted to say today. You know, when you're talking about your own brother, there's just so many special memories that you guys share together. All the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, that finding the right words to say on his special day was a lot more difficult than I thought, a lot more emotional. I've always been blessed to have a great role model in my life. My brother has always been there to protect me and believe in me. But despite all of those great memories, nothing beats today, seeing him marry the love of his life.
Let's go, right?
But the thing about weddings, and this is what a lot of weddings actually get wrong, is they're not only about love. And love is what brought you here today, and love will sustain you going forward. But today and the rest of your lives are really about promises. A promise doesn't know what's going to come next, how we're going to get there. A promise doesn't know what the future is going to hold. The only thing that we know is what we have committed to in the promise. Committed to this work, no matter how hard it gets, forgiving each other, growing together, staying curious, seeking connection, the hard work of relationship. And there's really nothing more vulnerable in this life than the trust that we give to the people that we love. And it's not a promise you have to keep alone, because woven into these promises that you make on this day are also God's promises to you. God's promises of love and mercy and forgiveness and grace that never run dry. And God keeps God's promises.
I take you, Megan, to be my wife.
I take you, Delson, to be my husband.
And these things I promise you,
I will be faithful to you.
and honest with you,
I will respect,
trust,
help.
and care for you.
I will share my life with you,
I will forgive you, as we have been forgiven.
and I will try with you,
Better understand ourselves
our world,
and God,
through the best
and the worst,
of what is to come.
until death parts us.
It is my privilege and honor and joy to introduce to this world the newest married couple in town, Megan and Delson. You may seal your love with a kiss.
Information overload.
My name is Fransley Charles, one of the best men this evening. You know, I also promised not to embarrass him for once. Promised him I wouldn't talk about the time when we were in about the 3rd and 5th grade. I was at my parents' house. It was a hot summer day. I had the windows open, and I hear a loud screaming coming from outside. Open the door, open the door. I look out the window. It's Delson and Peter sprinting towards my house, petrified, with my neighbor's puppy chasing them. To this day, they're gonna say it was a big old dog, a big Rottweiler trying to eat them, but I promise you, it was a puppy.
Delson and Megan!
Megan has always been the calm to my chaos, and I can't even put into words how ecstatic I am for her to have found her person. When I first met Delson, my first thought is, wow, he's really tall. Followed by, he must really like Megan if he's choosing to stay out at the lake in a camper with my entire family. Spoiler alert, there's 8 of us, and Delson made it 9, all in one camper. And when he came back again the next day, I thought, oh wow, he must really like her.
Delson, we're so glad you're part of our family. Love having you. So again, have not known you long. You could tell when they spent this 6 months talking, like Joe talked about earlier. Again, they really communicated, and it was impressive. Matter of fact, we left that meeting, and my wife looked at me and said, I've never heard those things from you, honey. Yeah, so thank you for that too, Delson. Yeah.
Sing it? Yes. A toast to the groom, to the bride, from your sisters, who's always by your side. May you always be satisfied. I love you guys so much.